Sleep king crack, sleep king crack, sleep king crack, sleep king crack, sleep king
Yo, what's up? It's Lee DJ Millie.
sleep king crack, sleep
Daqui é
king
Cap
bomba.
Skata shinty stil ma babolle dope. Às vezes é conscious girls, veja sopa dope. Só notícia na minha pulse e é sopa show. Muita mata microfone, mas é sopa flow. Yo, sleep king crack, sleep king crack, boss. Sleep king crack, sleep king crack, boss. Sleep king crack, sleep king crack, sleep king crack, sleep king crack.
Yeah, what's going on, CV World? It's your boy DJ Millie. Welcome to a new episode of Praçazul. Yo, today we decided to visit one of the CV restaurants, one of the best CV restaurants out here in Brockton, Massachusetts. It's definitely one of my our personal favorites, right?
Yeah,
we come here all the time.
Thank you.
You know, it's known for the cornerstone of the community as well. We at Luanda restaurant, and we're speaking with the co-GM of Luanda, Mr. Jaysen Gonçalves. Man, how you doing, man?
Good.
You good?
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me, gentlemen.
Yeah, Jay, thank you for being on the show. Before we get into any specifics, of Luanda, I mean, it's a great place to come. We love to visit here. But tell everyone who you are and what your role is here at Luanda, man.
Okay. My name's Jaysen. My role here is co-GM, but they call on me for a little bit of everything. I do everything short of cooking here at the restaurant. So whether that has to do with hiring, anything that's HR related, finance, tech. Sometimes you'll even see me serving a couple tables, preparing a couple drinks, depending on how business is. Shows, artists, DJs. There's a lot of different things that I work with, but my biggest thing really is just making the Luanda team go.
Great. You're doing a great job, man.
Definitely.
Because this is a family-run restaurant, right?
It is. Definitely
tell me about this family, man. Where did this all start for them, for Luanda?
Okay. Well, this started actually around the time we came to the U.S. So, my folks, myself, my siblings, we immigrated in '96.
Okay.
We came from Luanda, Angola. That's where I was born. So, shout out Angola, shout out CV, double. And my mom's family originally is from Fogo, but my grandparents had immigrated there back in the '60s.
Okay.
When we came to the U.S., typical immigrant story, you gotta work, you gotta basically started from the bottom, now we're here.
True.
And eventually, as a family, they had an idea to open up a restaurant. Had no experience.
Not at all? There was nothing going on in Angola before?
No restaurant experience. They had a little bit of business experience, my mom could cook. My mom's a great cook.
Okay.
And they started shopping for restaurants, back the way they used to do before Google and everything else. They went into the paper.
Oh, wow.
They started looking, and eventually they stumbled upon an ad for this place. There was an existing restaurant. It used to be called The Grill.
Okay.
And they didn't know too much about Brockton, because at the time we used to live out in Boston.
Okay.
But they just knew that there was a big community here.
Yeah.
And so that's what they ended up going with. My mother's parents are both from Fogo. They immigrated to Angola, but they've been there, 40 years.
Okay.
So it's quite a while.
That is big.
And my mom herself, she wasn't actually born in either CV or Angola. She was born kind of halfway.
Oh,
so
really?
That's how you know it's right there.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's a mix between the two.
You grew up in Angola?
I grew up mostly really in Boston.
In Boston, okay.
Yeah, because when I came from Angola, I was a little kid.
Okay. What is like the similarities between the cultures, like CV and Angola culture? Because it looks really close.
Oh, there's a lot, man. There's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, literally.
Portuguese?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. If you were to do that circle, they do the differences and the similarities. There'd be a lot more things in the similarities than they would the differences. Yeah, but everybody knows there's always that love Angola CV.
Nice. Always. I didn't think the one debate that they have is the Kizomba debate. About where Kizomba started and everything.
Nah, come on. We got to be realistic. It's already on Google, man.
See?
It's already on Google. What are we debating?
So what? It's Angola?
It came from Angola.
Okay.
So it's like a shared love.
It is a shared love. We all get the best out of it, man. I think we need to give it like a general name,
General name?
Like,
It's Kizomba.
general What do you call it? Like a general thing, like, you know, it's not just a girl, it's not just CV, not just, you know, Europe or whatever. It's everybody's.
Yo, the way I look at Kizomba, to be quite honest, the origin is Angola, but it belongs to the Palopes.
Yeah, sure.
Like, I don't know if everybody's familiar, you know, with the term.
I learned about that word, I think, at
Sean
Sean's interview.
Yeah, basically meaning the Portuguese-speaking or African countries.
Okay.
So,
great, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
it is. It's there. I mean, look at who produces all the Kizomba music. It's
That's
CV,
true.
Angola, now
It's
Mozambique and a little bit of that action.
It's true. Now, see, we're not debating on that, okay? I know a few artists got in trouble talking about Kizomba's Criollo, but we're not going to debate it.
Nah, we know this is not
So,
for debate.
who is the, I want to know, man, who's the chef at Luanda? Like, who's the
chef.
man or woman behind, you know, the
Okay.
menu and everything?
I mean, there's multiple actually. There's multiple. So, as with a lot of good things, a lot of the menu items that we have here at Luanda came about kind of organically. So, you know, there's definitely a lot of Criollo cuisine, there's Angolan cuisine, there's Portuguese cuisine, and then there are some things that are just Luanda. Like it's just here.
You guys are like unique, you know.
You can only come here to get it.
Yeah, like I don't see anybody else eating peito de galinha com natas anywhere else.
Yeah,
that's like
true.
a very specific
Hey,
Luanda
you know,
thing.
Honestly, like around here in Brockton, we talk.
Yeah, it's only here, right?
Word.
He
That I
tells
know.
me all the time.
That
like,
I know, yeah.
Yeah, you got, because Bitok is like, you know, he's from Portugal.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
the
so
biggest thing over there.
We talk,
He's a-
yeah.
So over here now, you guys do an awesome job, man. I'm really proud. But you guys update the menu a lot, or you know?
Every so often. You know, Criollos are very conservative people.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
they know what they like.
Yeah, man, they order what they like. We've definitely had a lot of efforts in the past to like, let's introduce this new menu item, so on and so forth. But the one thing that we found is very, very consistent is whatever you introduce better be something that's kind of a throwback to something they already know.
Right?
Yeah, you can't just go like on the American restaurant website, get a recipe and be like, oh, this is gonna be bomb. That's not how that works.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like,
So what are like the top 3 dishes here that people usually go for?
Polvo.
Polvo?
Definitively polvo.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
Definitely,
man.
definitely. Nah, yeah, you guys do a
I
great
don't
job.
eat seafood, so.
Huh?
I don't eat seafood.
I don't even know how you Criollo, bro.
I don't like it.
I mean, I'm not a big seafood fan, but you know, but we make it. It is what it is, man.
No, but it's
It's
good. I heard
really,
people
really
love
good.
it.
True.
So what? I said
Most
top 3, man. What else? What else you got?
Polvo, beef a casa.
Beef a
Definitely
casa.
sell a lot of beef a casa, and then you know, keeping it typical churrasco.
Yeah.
The
With
churrasco.
mandioca.
The mandioca
that's-
sells like, but top 3 will definitely probably be those.
Those 3.
And then they like to adapt it. You know, they like to add shrimp to the beef,
Oh yeah.
or
Yeah,
sometimes.
'cause you guys do that too, right?
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
definitely. Okay.
They'll mix the polvo with shrimp, with other things, like they want it with shokush. So as a result of that,
Yeah. Okay.
And it's
know.
dope because you guys do take out and stuff.
yep.
So that helps a lot,
It's all
though.
part of the service. Yeah. Now, art of good service, right? Art de ben servir. I saw that. I saw that on the website. That's the motto. Is that the motto?
That is the motto.
Yeah.
That is definitely the motto. We got a motto. We got
Yeah.
company values. We got
That's
all of
dope.
those things.
That's dope. Tell me something about the crew, man. Because you guys run a pretty big crew here. Like, is it easy to manage it?
I mean,
Tough.
God bless it. We got a really good team.
Yeah.
So we got a really good team, and that's come about through a lot of like deliberate work. It's come about through being very rigorous about who we allow to come here. So
Okay.
we're always putting up, you know, now hiring posters, and we're always looking for talented people.
Okay.
And we like to be in a situation where we're not bringing people in out of necessity, because that's when things get bad.
Yeah. Definitely.
See,
Keep
like
running around.
if you need somebody to work like today because you know somebody left, and then you're gonna hire the first
You're gonna
person
run
you
the wrong
see, and
person,
then
That doesn't work.
exactly you're not gonna like that. So
Okay.
what we end up doing is we take a little bit more deliberate process. Like I try to get a month's worth of applications together, review
out
at
the
one
best
time.
ones.
Exactly.
So
like
you-
pick out
you
the
do
best
that,
ones,
right?
interview. Yeah, usually I
Handle the crew.
handle the
Yeah.
crew. But once you get them in here, if you did your due diligence though, and you brought in good people,
Yeah.
makes everything a lot easier.
Nah,
like if you
that's
bring in
what
good
it's all
people
about,
and
yeah.
then you set them up for success, you train them right. Like there's obviously administrative stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You know, schedules got to get done, salaries got to
of
get
course.
done, all that
Yeah,
other
yeah.
stuff. But if you start off with good people, man, everything else is easier. Training is easier
True.
because they'll be smart, they'll be quick, fast
Yeah.
learners. You're not gonna have like no behavioral things. You get responsible people. They're not gonna be calling out on you like on busy shifts.
True.
So, and God bless what we got. Though we got a very
Are you
good
guys
crew.
hiring now?
We're always hiring.
Always hiring.
Always hiring.
Always hiring.
No, because you guys keep like, even though it's a big crew, it's familiar faces always. That's
Yep.
and that's something
Yep,
important
yep.
too for people that come here and
Of
be
course.
like, hey, we've known you. You know, I have like friends of mine that go on vacation or come here on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I bring them here and they're like, oh yeah, I remember you from last time. You know, so
Exactly.
that's a very important
God
thing
bless.
too. So tell us about the service you guys have here, man. I mean, next to on-site, you know, of course, service here. You guys
Yep,
do
yep.
catering.
Yeah, we
I
do
saw that.
catering.
You guys do pickup.
We do
How's the
pickup.
catering? How's the catering? How's that work?
Catering is great, man. Catering
Yeah.
is great. So, business kind of ebbs and flows.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So in the winter, that's when, you know, there's no barbecues, there's no baby showers, there's no graduations, there's no vacations, there's just snow.
Brockton
snow.
weather.
There's just snow and New England weather and
yeah,
nor'easters
yeah.
and stuff. So
Yeah,
People wanna go out, yeah.
no, people need to come to Luanda so that they like get a little bit of camaraderie, so that they can kind of escape that. So
Yeah.
contrary to what most other restaurants experience, we're busiest during the winter.
During the winter.
Oh, really?
Exactly. Yep. So like
Oh.
February starts our really high season, and
Mm-hmm.
it goes all the way up until about now. Like usually Mother's Day. Happy
Okay.
Mother's Day. It's all the
Mother's
mothers out
Day,
there.
Mother's Day, by the way.
Definitely,
I know.
definitely. But you guys really have like a unique formula here, man. There, there are many places in Brockton where you can, grab maybe some food, even CV food. But this is a unique place, I feel, because every time you come here, you get like a unique service as well. But how much do you guys worry about competition? Do you guys look at it at all, or?
I mean, you do and don't. So I try to be a student of the industry.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when they get into restaurants, they don't understand how much science there actually is behind the business.
True.
Yeah.
True.
And so they'll think, okay, I'm gonna open up, I'm gonna sell food, and bada bing, bada boom, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
Yeah, I made the decision to come and work here, so I definitely try to always be current as far as like what's happening in the industry as a whole.
Yeah.
And we don't necessarily worry about competition, because there's this saying amongst restaurants, which is like, if restaurants are opening up all around you,
Yeah.
you might think like, oh my God, like I'm gonna have less customers.
Exactly.
No,
No,
it actually means the opposite. It means you're gonna have more. It's like a garden,
Ah, for real.
right?
Okay.
If flowers are starting to sprout everywhere in the garden, what does that mean? You got fertile soil,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
right?
True.
But if you're the only one, if you're the rose that grow in concrete,
Yeah.
it's lonely for you.
That's
That's
real
true.
lonely.
That's
That's a good
true.
point,
That's true.
yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's a good point.
But being everything is on social media right now, with Yelp and all that stuff. I mean, do you guys look at that? Do you guys check the reviews and be like,
We
yo,
do.
how can we improve and stuff?
We do. So we don't get as many reviews on Yelp. I don't think Criollos are big Yelpers as a whole.
I know. I saw a few.
No.
but,
Yeah.
I knew, yeah.
But they have been using Google more. There's a huge uptick. And then we make an effort. It's not a daily thing. It's not a weekly thing. It's, maybe once every month or 2 months. But we'll go in and we'll personally respond to every single Google review.
Okay.
So even if it's a bad one, like even if they give us 1 star and they don't like us, we'll ask for feedback.
Okay.
We'll apologize. We'll say, look, I'm sorry if you had a bad experience. We'll put our number. We'll say, hey, feel free to contact us. Let us know how we can improve, because that's what we're always trying to do.
Most things I wrote were good things. Most things
God
I
bless
read
it.
were good things. Definitely,
Thank you.
definitely. Good food. The food, they love the food. love the food.
Shout out to the kitchen staff. Shout out to the kitchen
great.
team.
How about awards and stuff like that, man?
Awards, we've gotten awards mostly from members of the community. Like I think it was last year, if I'm not mistaken. I think Criollos the Cancer gave us an award. We've gotten awards actually from the city and from the state, and I believe it was last year they had an event at Santana. Shout out Santana.
Shout out to them too.
And yeah, we definitely got recognized. And I think the Secretary of, what is his title? I think it's the Secretary of Commerce or something like that for the state of Massachusetts. He signed it. So I have the certificate in the back. I gotta read it a little bit more
That's a big
thoroughly.
thing, man. That's a
It
big.
is.
You guys are humble with it too, because usually restaurants they hang it up.
Yeah, I mean, we're still a work in progress. That's why I don't
okay.
like to boast about us too much. I like to let the experience speak for itself.
But
After 15 years, man, you guys
Yeah.
could be a little
But for
bit.
instance, you guys do a lot of like like publicidad, like Anselmo Half came yesterday, and you guys
Yep.
do all that. How? I mean,
because we are like a cornerstone of the community, and this is true for a lot of the restaurants, the promoters usually come through and ask us like if they can put up their publicity and things of that nature.
Okay.
So I told them specifically, no more publicity on the windows, no more publicity on the windows, because then they don't come back and take the tape off and all of that other stuff. Yeah, and clean.
Come on,
So
you guys do better.
I know, man. Come on, promoters in the community. But no, now they're cool. Now they understand. Here at Luanda, we actually got an electronic system, so the flyers are always circulating on some of our TVs. We got some dedicated TVs for it, and usually they'll send me the electronic file. I'll post it up. So
Okay.
that's how that works.
I got a question for you, okay? So,
Sure.
I used to come to Rwanda a lot, not to eat, you know, to play matraquilhos.
You killed it.
And one day, I got here, I came to this door, and I'm like, trying to open, it's closed. I'm like, okay, I'm around, and it's this. I'm like,
What happened to the matraquilhos?
But-
I like this.
I personally love the matraquilhos, man. Matraquilhos was so much fun, but it was one of those things where it was starting to become a crazy imbalance. Like we had people that just didn't know. They just messed it up for everybody, man. We just had people that were messing it up for everybody. They come in here, they'd be obnoxious, they're loud. They wanted to like bet on the games, gamble, and then get angry about it. And then it was
We don't
a
see
lot
that.
of negative
Yeah,
happening.
we don't see that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
People,
How do you guys deal with that too? You know, because Brockton, it is Brockton. You know, it's not that.
yeah, I love Brockton, and we got a ton of great people in Brockton.
Definitely.
Unfortunately, there's some people just like anywhere,
Anywhere
just like
else,
anywhere else in
yeah.
the world. You just got a select few folk that give a bad image to the greater good.
the greater good,
So the grand majority of people that used to come from Matraquilhos, like I want to say 95%, were great. They were absolutely wonderful. They
awesome,
came,
yeah.
they played the game, they played with their kids. It was lovely. But that 5% brought so much headache,
Yeah.
so much trouble that it was just like,
It just takes one, two, man. One.
Yeah,
messed
man.
Up,
Yo,
messed up situation.
you gotta do
to
what's,
that.
you know, good for the business. So,
Yeah.
when you gotta hire security because of Matraquilhos,
Yeah.
it's time to go.
Oh, so matraquilhos was really a big deal?
It was really a big deal.
it
It,
is.
was really a big
It
deal,
is.
bro.
It brings a lot of, in your face.
Yeah,
okay.
screaming.
people didn't know how to play.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we had Matraquilhos tournaments and they were wonderful, but like come Sunday night,
Yeah.
it was problematic. So that's why we had to
okay.
distance a little
You
bit.
gotta do what's best for the business, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely. But I like the pool table. That definitely. That was
The
my,
pool table was
that my
popping. So the
favorite.
pool table, that one was cool because pool's like a more smooth, slow
Yeah.
game.
Oh, but you guys took it away totally, no?
We had the space. We needed the space.
Okay.
But this looks way better now, especially now you guys do like
you.
Sundays and with the DJs or,
Yep.
or Thursdays, and
yeah,
you need space people to dance.
Exactly.
It makes sense.
Yeah, let's get into that, man. You guys, because you guys hired one of my favorite promoters, to help with operations here, Chesku. I mean, I
Shout
knew
out
he used to
Chesku.
be here, but now it's like,
Yep.
an official thing. How is that working out?
It's working out great, man. It's working out great.
Jessica's a
because,
nice guy though.
Yeah,
Jess was a great dude,
Great guy.
man. He has tons of experience, specifically in this industry.
Yep.
He used to do Tambu for many years.
Yep.
He still does an event down in
Successfully.
Providence. I think Memorial Day weekend every
believe
year.
so. I believe
So he has a lot of knowledge, and it's great because he ends up filling a lot of gaps, like knowledge gaps that we may not necessarily have.
Exactly.
Like I'll be looking at the numbers and I'll be like, oh, if we do this, I can rev up the numbers like this much, and he'll be
Yeah.
like, okay, if you want to do that, you could do it, but consider this,
Consider
this, and that, and I'm like,
Exactly.
oh,
You're right.
so sometimes
That
it's,
balance
it's a
is
healthy
great,
balance,
man.
a very
that
healthy
experience
balance.
versus
And then they
versus
organize the
numbers.
community too, so.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's a
yep,
good
yep,
name
yep,
in it,
yep.
man.
Oof.
But because you guys also separated the restaurant from the lounge right now, like,
Yep.
are there any future plans that you guys are thinking about, or was that just more better for the operation?
It was better for the operations. We definitely have future plans, but they're a little bit more truncated. Let's call it that way. So we have like we're thinking about expansion. We're definitely thinking about doing a second location, more geared towards like fast casual, not necessarily like sit down table side service.
Okay.
A little Luandina to the
that's
main
dope.
Luanda.
Nice. You guys are looking what, Boston more or?
Nah,
where?
Brockton,
Brockton,
man.
that's
Brockton.
Brockton,
yeah.
you love yo.
That's
Guys,
the
man.
move,
on you,
yeah.
man. I love
That's
Brockton.
dope, That's dope.
Outta
That's
here.
dope. So let's talk about like the brands that you guys have here. I mean, you got Sunday today, so you got the brunch on Sunday.
Yep, we got Sunday brunch, 11 to 3 p.m. every Sunday, and we got that great cachupa, always ready, always fresh.
Always good.
Linguiça, ovo estrelado, bacon, café, chá,
Everything.
you name it, we got it. Pastel, we got the works, and that good pastel, like that full one.
No, I know. I've been here multiple times, man. I love it. How about all the other days? Did you guys start like Thursday nights, Friday nights, or you guys doing anything standard?
Exactly. So the way it typically works is Monday through Thursday, the restaurant side stays closed.
Okay.
So basically all day Monday, all day Tuesday, all day Wednesday.
Okay.
Starting Thursday night is when that side
That's when that
closes.
opens.
And we've had live music, and we've continued to have live music on Thursdays for a good number of weeks.
Yeah.
But I think for the summertime, just because things have the tendency to like lower a little bit, we're gonna take that off. But what we do have on the lounge side, which the lounge side is always open,
Yep.
we're gonna have a DJ on Thursday nights.
Yep.
Not gonna be doing anything too crazy, not like a party atmosphere, but you know,
We've been there.
exactly,
Yeah,
just
definitely.
like a chill event.
Ambiente.
Exactly. Friday, all of Luanda is open, lounge and restaurant, and we always have live music on Fridays.
Because
Like
you
that's
guys have been packed, man.
sagrado.
Even saying to people like, "I'm sorry, man, we can't let you in." We saw.
I
that,
know,
man. That was
but
crazy.
we don't like to have to do that, but it is a good place to be
It
in.
is definitely. Yo, in the weekends, people, make sure you come through.
Imagine if it's too busy, you know,
yeah.
like zone aí também criar confusão, or
Of
there
course.
is space for you to move, people, you know, to dar na boa.
Exactly,
drinks
exactly.
you know.
No, I also wanna, because you guys, you were talking about the music side. Like one thing that I like here, that's not just unique with the service, is also the music. You know, because you guys, you get like a jazzy feel when
You
you
do,
come here,
you
and
do.
I think that it comes from you guys saying, "Hey, that's what we want, right?"
That's exactly what we want, man. Nothing makes me happier than when people come, they bring their families, big tables, they come, they eat, they appreciate the
Yep.
music, specifically like on a Friday, Saturday night, or Sunday night.
Yep.
And then, you know, gets to a certain hour, they finish eating, boom, boom, everybody packs up and goes home.
Dope.
That's like the ideal situation to be in
Because do
business.
you guys really have a house band, or is it? You know,
We got a lot. You know what it is, man? The community is so tight knit. Everybody knows everybody. Like you know 20, 30 people that play instruments.
instruments.
Exactly. So you kind of
Angola, yeah, that's
exactly
that's
you
our
cycle
thing, yeah.
between them. And Chesco, God bless, he does a wonderful job managing that. Like since he has all the connections with the musicians, he comes out and he makes like the whole schedule of who's playing for the month.
Okay.
'Cause
For the month?
For the month, yeah. Because
That's good.
before it used to kind of be like, okay, we knew we had these set people for set days, and it's more or less still like that, but it's just great to have that calendar up because at least, you know, 5,
don't
10
have to
times a
worry
week.
about that.
Yeah, people will call, quem que você tá toca?
Yeah.
Quem que você tá toca? Like it's
You're like,
Okay.
I
one-
don't know who's coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now you know. Oh yeah, this and that.
exactly.
That's
exactly.
dope. Yo, but let me ask you one thing, man. Who is like the official like owner of this place?
The official
Yeah.
owner. Oh, the official owners of this place are my father, so he's a 50% owner, and my aunt, she's a 50%.
Oh, okay. And that's, you know, we always see him around here, right?
Not so much. So they're owners, but they don't. They're not workers of
Oh,
the business.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so
okay.
they own it, but my father, he also has an auto shop on the south side of Brockton, and
Okay.
then my aunt, she lives out in Somerville. They
Okay.
come through, they do certain things, but as far as who really runs the day-to-day affairs, it's me and it's the other co-GM, which is my mom.
Okay. Yo, Jay, we know you gotta go, man. You've been, you know,
Yeah.
Busy man.
you're a
you,
busy,
thank you.
busy guy. Everybody knows. Tell the people about the times. You know, times of operation.
Okay, so we're open noon to 11 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. On Thursdays we're open from noon till 2 in the morning. Same thing for Friday. Same thing for Saturday. Noon to 12 till 2 in the morning. And then Sundays we open a little bit earlier. We open at 11 for our Sunday brunch, and we go all the way up till 1 a.m. In the morning, Sunday brunch is usually accompanied by live musicians, and then at night we usually have a DJ on our lounge side, and we have a band on our restaurant side. So it's a lot of music on Sundays.
A lot of music, and we
Hey,
love
but-
it. We love it.
Before we go, I want to ask you a question, which is, I think it's kind of important. Like the 2 o'clock permission.
Yep.
Like, you know, so I think to do everything good so they don't take it out, right?
Of course, I mean, but that's just in general.
Yeah.
No,
That's
because
just
it's not
a joke.
everywhere that you have
Yeah,
the 2 o'clock.
Yeah, what typically happens is when businesses apply for a liquor license, they start them off at an earlier closing hour. They might do, I don't know, midnight, for example.
Okay.
And then if everything is running smooth, let's say 6-7 months, whatever the case may be, you can go and apply to get it extended till 1 a.m. And then if things keep going well, then you can go till 2 a.m.
Okay.
And that's the latest that any alcohol serving establishment can stay open in the state of Massachusetts. So that's like a state law.
Can't push your criollos, okay?
Yeah,
Doesn't matter what you say. Doesn't matter how nice it is, how much you like the DJ. They can't keep going, man. They gotta close down.
And they gotta cut the music at
They gotta
1:30.
They gotta cut it. That's
If they have a 2 a.m., if they have a 1 a.m., 12:30, so 30 minutes before the closing time. There's all these regulations.
Y'all hear
When
this?
people- yeah.
And it's a surprise for criollos every time. Oh, we gotta close? What do you mean? It's such a fun time.
Yeah, nah, man. I wanted to thank y'all for having me on. I wanted to say I love the work that y'all are doing. I wish I had more time to watch all of the episodes, as I've only gotten to catch one or another.
That's all right. That's all right. It's
But yeah,
there.
man,
You know, it's
y'all
there
look-
forever now. So
y'all
people
doing
can
the
always get to it, man.
Yeah, y'all are doing a very valuable service to the community just because we need something like this. We need something where, all of the positive elements are what's being promoted.
Being brought out,
And
yep.
then it's very, very easy, Lina America, when you're on that paper chase, when you're on that grind, when you're trying to, elevate in life, to forget or to be isolated from everything else that's happening in your community.
True.
So a lot of the times when y'all bring people on, and I've seen, the people that have gone on the show, it's like, oh, like I didn't know that they were doing that. I didn't know who this person was. And you end up knowing that, the community has a lot more star power than you originally thought.
That's what it is for, man. That's what it is for. You know, I mean, we started this just because we saw so many people doing great things, and a lot of people like to focus on negative, but we like to focus on the positive stuff that we're doing, And we're from, he's from Portugal, I'm from Holland.
Yep.
We've seen Cape Verdeans over the world, but the hustle that you guys have here in America is something that everybody needs to see. I'm telling you, man, because
Los Americanos.
you guys are putting in work, and I love it, man. We want to thank you for the interview today. I mean, thank Luanda for the service. You guys are, I'm telling you, man, like, not to be biased, but when I bring my friends over from Holland, or whenever somebody comes, any of my friends, it doesn't matter if they Cape Verdean or non-Cape Verdean, I can always bring them to Luanda. And a lot of Cape Verdean spots, you can't really bring everybody to them because it's thing, and that's what I like here, is that everybody can come here and have a good time. It doesn't matter if you're Cape Verdean. Oh, Caipirinha.
Shout out to Caipirinha.
Oh, the cocktails, the gin and tonics. Everything is good.
That cachaça is not a game. Watch out.
Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive, people.
Safe.
Definitely. Yo, I want to thank everybody for watching the episode today. All right. I want to thank our guest, Jaysen Gonçalves, and Luanda, and the whole crew for letting us come here. This is your boy, DJ Millie.
Daqui é Cabo Moss.
Thank you for watching Praçazul. We'll see you on the next episode.
Take it easy, y'all.
Yeah, bro.
Nothing feels the same, baby. Listen, no one is to blame. All this rain's putting out the flame. I don't wanna change you, and I don't wanna change. Wish that I could stay, but nothing feels the same. All this Mary Jane makes me feel some type of way. You got a heart I don't wanna break, and we have a love that I don't wanna hate. So baby, trust me, nothing feels the same. Nothing feels the same.
Promessas falsas, falsas promessas. Só te exatas, fizeste as malas à pressa. Eu durava, confesso, tu também, confessa. Éramos inimigos em qualquer conversa.